How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling right now to be out of jail?
Be careful.
This must be very difficult. Can you explain to us how you're feeling about this? Mr. Peterson,
Watch it.
tell us about this process, the child neglect charges. How do you feel about that? Anything at all to the Parkland family? Mr. Peterson, why didn't you go into this club? Anything at all to the Parkland family?
All right, everybody, that was former Broward County, Florida Sheriff's Deputy Scot Peterson, who was a school resource officer at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School during that deadly high school massacre last year. Remember, he has been charged for his failure to act, or inaction, so to speak, just leaving jail right there live in Florida. All right, everyone, I got some top stories ready to go for you on this segment of News Now, which is a part of Fox10Phoenix.com. Again, thanks so much for being here and watching. Hope you all are having a fabulous day so far. Feel free to check in. Let us know where you are watching from across the country. We always like to know where the News Nowers, that's what we like to call our viewers, are from, or where they're watching, because, you know, a lot of you travel as well. I've definitely learned that when I've asked you all if you've been to certain places across the country. You always say yes. Well traveled for sure. All right, we are going to head to Ohio first, where a doctor has been charged in 25 overdose deaths. You know, we keep hearing the opioid epidemic in the U.S. is due to prescription drug abuse. Perhaps somebody gets a wisdom teeth pulled or has a surgery of some other kind, and they're prescribe prescription drugs, but then they just don't stop taking them or start taking more and more. So now let's head to Ohio to get the latest for this first top story in this segment of News Now, which is a part of Fox10Phoenix.com.
An Ohio doctor is charged in the deaths of more than 24 patients. Authorities accuse William Husel of causing 25 overdose deaths over several years through high amounts of fentanyl and other painkillers. Many of the patients were seriously ill, although investigators say some of them might have improved with treatment.
You're not entitled to not treat a medical condition and give a pain medication that will shorten their life.
Several other patients were also given large amounts of fentanyl, but survived the excessive dosage. Husel turned himself in on Wednesday and appeared in court, pleading not guilty to 25 counts of murder. Bail was set at $1 million. The allegations and investigation began late last year. Husel was fired from the Mount Carmel Health System and stripped of his medical license. Relatives of Husel's patients say they're glad he's headed to court, but they're upset about the tarnished image of the medical community.
It's going to be hard to just go to a doctor and them say, oh, this is what's wrong with you, and you say, okay. You know what you're talking about.
Husel's lawyers maintain his client never intended to kill anyone and notes many of the patients were already nearing the end of their lives.
These people were being kept alive primarily due to the equipment in the hospital. These patients, as I understand it, were going to die.
Prosecutors do not expect to charge anyone else in the case. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
All right, everybody, next we're going to head on over to Long Beach, California. I do have to say viewer discretion is advised, and that's because I'm being told that we are about to witness a robbery and a beating caught on camera right here next on News Now.
Midnight in Long Beach 3 weeks ago, a teenager walking alone when he's ambushed. Down he goes, blindsided from behind, and attacked by a trio of thugs. One on the attack, punching, kicking, the other two laying back just in case the victim gets up and tries to make a run for it.
It's absolutely horrible. I can't imagine what this poor mother is going through after seeing her son come home that evening with bruises to the back of his head.
The young victim, only a teenager, attacked in waves. At first, they rip off his pricey Beats headphones, then come back for more. A kick to the head, trying to pull off the teenager's pricey shoes. But the attack still isn't over. The victim somehow gets up, staggering away, but watch, the next thug runs up, fists flying. It's not just a robbery here, but out-of-control violence.
The one who kicks the victim in the head and punches him in the head, and then when he retreats, the victim, or the suspect who was laughing, goes after him a second time.
Laughing and even taunting the victim as the street robbery turns into a street beating.
Then to see them come back with so much force and kick him down like that, oh my gosh, that's just so sad. Is he okay?
He is okay, but shoppers and workers at this plaza here at Anaheim and Redondo Boulevards cannot believe the brutal attack goes down right in their very own parking lot, right in front of this high-def camera, showing these striking images of the 3 street attackers who are behind not 1, but 4 violent street robberies in just 3 weeks last month.
Oh my goodness, I'm scared, you know, because I have my jewelry and I'm always around here faithfully working. I am very terrified now.
She's terrified while investigators are horrified, hoping with your help somebody will rat out these thugs, ID them, and these street attackers will soon be taken down themselves.
This has got to stop. The violent crime has got to stop.
Bringing you right back out here live to the Valley of the Sun. This is the Loop 202 at Gilbert. Not quite sure if it's the Santan or the Red Mountain Freeway, but we did have 2 incidences right here in the Valley on the 202 yesterday. The first, authorities say a suspect is in custody after stealing a car, which may have resulted in gunfire along the Loop 202 during actually, it looks like it may have been the Tuesday morning commute, not yesterday. Sergeant Tommy Thompson with the Phoenix Police Department said 36-year-old Carl Corder was on foot on the Loop 202 freeway near State Route 51 at 8:15 in the morning when he began pounding on the hood of a car. Chad Lesueur, who was driving on the freeway, stopped to help out. This is a quote from Lesueur. "I got out to help, to think I was pushing them off to get them off the road because it's right in the heart of traffic, and he came at me walking fast and jumped in my truck." Again, that was one of 2 incidences recently on the 202. And matter of fact, I'm believing this may have been yesterday's commute, not quite Tuesday's commute, but I'm reading off of fox10phoenix.com, everybody. Lesueur then said the 2 began fighting, and Corder then drove off with his business truck. As he began driving off, Lesueur pulled out a gun and fired at his truck. This is another quote. "I was thinking of my protection when I pulled the gun out. I was prepared for this situation, fortunately," end quote. It's unclear how many shots Lesueur fired at Corder, but the truck and the suspect were both found in Chandler with the words, "I want everyone to know the truth about what's been done to me," written on the truck. The westbound Loop 202 at 32nd Street was closed for the investigation, but has since reopened. Corder, meanwhile, being charged with robbery and auto theft. So again, the Arizona Department of Transportation took to Twitter yesterday to let everybody know exactly what was going on, which does confirm, because we do have the tweet in the fox10phoenix.com article that says 9:54 a.m. yesterday morning that the Loop 202 was closed and then the Loop 202 was reopened. So definitely sounds like it happened yesterday. Meanwhile, the second incident on the Loop 202, officials with DPS said yesterday they're investigating a series of crashes along the Loop 202 that were allegedly caused by one van. According to a statement, DPS officials first received a report of a hit-and-run collision involving the suspect's car on the Loop 202 at McClintock, and shortly thereafter, a trooper working speed enforcement in the area clocked the suspect driving around 106 miles per hour. A pursuit was then initiated by a trooper, and the suspect's car wound up colliding with 3 other cars. Debris from the crashes, according to DPS, damaged the trooper's patrol car, and minor injuries have been reported, including injuries to the suspect. Traffic was later stopped on the eastbound lanes of Loop 202 at Gilbert Road, according to the Arizona Department of Transportation, but DPS officials said the lanes were back open around 4 o'clock. So again, that's exactly what's going on there and the situation. So a couple incidences along the 202. We're bringing you out here to the Valley for a reason. That's because this next top story I have for you is from our very own Marcy Jones. It appears a local woman found $1 and a message in a box of baby wipes.
Nikki Bridge, mother of 4, was restocking her baby wipe supply when she noticed something inside of the sealed Pampers box.
I go to open the wipes, just slit it right down the middle, and I find a $1 bill sitting there.
Nikki says she didn't think anything of it at first, as she was in the middle of her busy nighttime routine.
Actually, I felt really bad because I was like, oh no, somebody lost their money inside the box of wipes before they packaged it up.
The next day, Nikki had a thought. What if this wasn't an accident? So she unfolded the bill and was shocked at what she saw.
It says, wishing you love, prosperity, and peace. I just thought, wow, that's my message. That's my message to my kids every day. That's my message to my children. It's my message to the world, because I feel that there's so much negativity, and I wish for more kindness every day. And so I was like, maybe this is fate, you know, not chance, like fate that I got this.
Even though it wasn't a fortune, Nikki says she feels like she hit the jackpot, because kindness is priceless. adding she has a message for the sweet stranger behind the gesture.
Thank you so much. I want you to know I'm sharing this in a big way, and I hope it does pay forward and make somebody else's day also.
Marcy Jones, Fox 10 News.
Bringing it back out here live to downtown Phoenix, Arizona. A little bit of shakiness there with our mountain cam, but that is a-okay. All right, everyone. Again, my name is Pilar Arias. If you're unfamiliar, I'm one of 2 News Now hosts, but the good news is we're getting a 3rd very soon. Yes, we are adding to the team. We are growing. Pretty exciting stuff right here on News Now. Okay, so any of you a boat or are a boater? Do you ever get on boats? You know, maybe you're not the captain of the boat. Maybe you're not steering the boat, but you're a passenger on the boat. What if you're a boater and you live in Florida? This next top story is for you. It's a caught on camera situation. It turns out a crocodile may have crawled onto a boat.
What up, Croc? Oh, shit, he got reversed.
A croc kicking it into reverse, looking for a getaway after it was busted basking on a boat. The large reptile startled by and startling boaters at Black Point Marina Wednesday morning.
I have never seen that before.
Including Nicholas Perez, who was on the water and on the job for Atlantic Radio Telephone.
He lives in this corner here. 2 of them do.
He's seen his share of crocodiles here, and while it can be a bit unsettling,
I've never seen them attack or threaten anybody. It's just a whole lot of teeth, you know.
But there's still a need for warning signs out here. Crocodiles are known to be shy and reclusive, but this new video shows just how easily man and croc can get a little too close for comfort.
John Campbell has seen a few of the massive meat eaters around here too.
I love that.
And after getting a look at this video,
That's incredible.
he plans to be a bit more cautious.
I'll give him a little more distance. Because, yes, that just confirmed they can come up and over into the boat.
What up, Croc?
This one certainly did, and there wasn't much anyone could do about it.
Leave it alone, you know, and let it do what it's going to do, because you can't really mess with a crocodile.
The American crocodile is federally protected, so FWC was called to help.
Oh, run! FWC's here.
But before officers arrived, the big guy was back in the water.
It was interesting. It doesn't happen often, and it's something that hopefully doesn't happen all the time.
Reporting from Black Point Marina in Southwest Miami-Dade, Jessica Holly, 7 News.
Oh man, as somebody who lived and worked in Beaumont, Texas, right there in the Gulf of Mexico, very close to Louisiana, I'm not quite sure if it's crocodiles or alligators that I saw. Matter of fact, it must have been gators, because there was a huge facility called Gator Country out there, which was like a tourist attraction, and I did a couple stories out there. So they must have been gators. But regardless, crocodiles, gators, you know, to stay away. You don't want to mess with them. You always want to call in the professionals, those trained, those familiar with taking care of them. All right, we're taking a live look at the Dow Jones Industrial, the big board, way more green than that little blip of red there today, currently up about 150 points or so. Man, and it's getting close to that 26,000 mark. Wouldn't that be great? It would be a good day for a lot of people to check their 401ks and other investments. Hey, if any news breaks across the country, we'll have you covered. Meanwhile, we're going to head back to Oklahoma, where their version of Skyfox is still seeing rain while they are flying around looking at the effects and impacts flooding is having on the communities out there in Oklahoma City. Again, you are watching News Now, which is a part of fox10phoenix.com. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Currently 913 of you with us. It's a great day to be in News Now.